fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What fi money in no money, what fi at you in no at you. Covid money miss away in the year look rat you. Use the youth them money waste and bust a man to statue. Say me like a cashew but bigger than a figure you. Take this spit of money girl and say that is not you. One day the man above end up him a got up. Too much it in the kitchen some a fly by like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me
300% raise.
It burn me
Garbage pile up the day.
It burn me
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me
I see corruption face.
It burn me
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
For me say dig up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The urgent the promises none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth them rap and they down in our fever. Member bowl money and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell go mash up people start like people them sell.
It burn me
Or they treat the market man.
It burn me
Or them a treat the cat man.
It burn me
Or they treat the peanut man.
It burn me
Or them a treat the dirt man.
It burn me
Or them a treat the son man.
It burn me
Or them a treat policeman.
It burn me
How them a treat soldier man.
It burn me
How them a treat everyone.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't
Stevie dim day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no keep. And some informer friend we love like. We in Global, bona fake friend and bona tape. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for. We in Global TV, check it.
Knife drawn, gun pointed. It won't be long before there's a bloodbath in the Labour Party community. Good morning and welcome to the Global Television Group. Thank you for joining us this morning on a glorious Friday morning, 22/11/24. Andrew Holness and his pivot is pivoting the other direction because the war we've been talking about in the Jamaica Labour Party since the local government election has finally spilled over in the street. It will certainly be a bloodbath. Will conference be peaceful? Will Andrew make it through conference and challenge? Could the good old Andrew, the pivoting Andrew, be challenged on the conference floor? Call all the JLP MPs and supporters. I have advice for all of you this morning. We're still waiting for Rosalie video to come into the studio, but we're going to take you on a journey with the collapse of Andrew Holness this morning. Andrew Holness' government is falling apart right in front of your very eyes. Despite what the Prime Minister wants to tell you, it is totally different from what the Prime Minister is going around telling the nation. Everything is falling apart. Is this Alex? Alex, is this you? I'm sure this is Alex on TikTok. How are you, Alex? To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning and welcome. Good morning to TikTok. Good morning to YouTube. Good morning, Beat and Teach. Good morning. Good morning. How are you all doing this morning? Are you helping the Labour Party to cry, roll, and waller like they're all doing? Gloria Morris. Good morning, Sharon Bernard. Share the live, please. Share the live because we're going on a journey to the calamity of the Prime Minister this morning. RJ, real sweet. Karen, what going, bro? Donette Harriet. Ronald Dixon. Jenny Mandley. I'm seeing some new names this morning. I don't know if they're new subscribers or they're silence watchers, but welcome. Thank you for joining the Global Television Group. Christine Gilbert, Pauline Dixon, Monica Wills, Ladybug, Ronnie Henlon, Marcia Essie. Who else is here? Verna Adams. Lawford Rodway, good morning. First time seeing this name as well. Millicent Jones, how are you? Don Fox. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Call the Labour Party. Tell them if they want to save a few seats for the next general election, we have advice for them, Zenith Beckford, because what we need a balanced opposition, Joan Byfield. We need a balanced opposition. So call the Jamaica Labour Party. Tell them Global TV have some advice for them this morning. While knives are being drawn, guns are being pointed, it is time that the community engage in the war. It is the only way the party will be successful if the community engages the war. But let's chat along with it. We're going to also look at a dancing competition. Alex, how are you, bro? We're also going to look at a dancing competition this morning. We are going to turn the music down for copyright purposes. But, you know the Pensia song where say, na 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 me feeling, na 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 na, that one there. So you're going to keep that in mind while you're watching what is on screen. Because that's Friday, you know. A Friday where we normally drink a Guinness or a Magnum and feel loopy and sloopy. But then again, it's too early. Even though it's the one here, I wouldn't drink alcohol this early. But it's the alcoholic feel to the morning. Florence Hamilton. Because say, London Bridge is falling down. Falling all the way down. There's no coming back for the Jamaica Labour Party. Where Andrew Holness is taking the Jamaica Labour Party, it's worse than where Eddie Siaga took the Jamaica Labour Party to 18 years of death out of government. And we're also going to look at the dead MPs this man and tell them, listen, roll into your casket in peace and leave the Jamaica people alone. Where Matthew Samuda quarrel over. Look how much Matthew Samuda thief Empress Deb. Look how much dead Mike Henry. Go on, old men, go on. I mean, you've been there for 40 years plus. And you have not done much. So whether you're being kicked to the curb or you're being asked nicely to step aside, it really doesn't matter. We often do not enjoy nice treatment from you crooked politicians. Go on, man. Go in peace. But let's go into the competition for some. Remember, keep Shensi a song in our brain when watch the galangin unfold. All right? Immediately I watched this, a thought came to my mind. Why never bring Jenny and Juliet Cockburn Finn and make we play stiffer than who and tougher than who? Georgette Brown, why didn't you bring Jenny and bring Juliet Cockburn Finn? And then we could just play a game of stiffer than who and tougher than who? Is what we are paying for. Lord, beat and teach. It will be a ruckus and a practice, but I keep fretting for Andrew last night, whole night. How much money Andrew will have to spend? How much people support Andrew would have to buy to make conference look meaningful and niceyful? Because we know all the promises where Andrew are going to come with. The only thing Andrew can come with Sunday, come shock with, is calling the general election or resigning. Prime Minister, are you hearing me? The only two things that will come out of conference on Sunday that will shock us, and say me never to expect this, is the Prime Minister resigning after his speech, or the Prime Minister calling a general election and allow the nation to help him to pivot. Those are the only two things. Otherwise, we know everything that will come out of the Prime Minister's mouth on Sunday, because we even know the wrapping paper that will be on the Prime Minister's presence and promises. Because we've seen that wrapping paper 2015, we've seen that wrapping paper 2020. It's going to be the same old wrapping paper. And I mean, if the wrapping paper is the same, why do you think the present in it is going to be anything different from what we're really used to? So that's nothing. Sunday's conference won't be anything to write home about. But let us see, Prime Minister, if your base that didn't show up at the local government election on February show up for a general conference. Or let us see, Prime Minister, how much money you will have to pay to boss and chuck in supporters and feed them and pay them their backs food and their 5,000 useless, cannot go to supermarket dollars. But there's all sorts of war leveraging in the Jamaica Labour Party that goes to the heart of the upcoming general election. It goes to the heart of the crushing of the party. And something that came out in Rosalie Hamilton's argument last night, Cliff Hughes told them something similar to this before, that you're all crazy over power, party headquarters mash up, and all of the sit down pan is a power grab, and nobody is concerned about party headquarters. And if the party doesn't have a base, the party doesn't have a machine, the party cannot then win an election. Cliff Hughes told you, may I try to find it to remind on a kind of love for we carry news, and we want to make sure people make them own mix up. We don't want to make the mix up to Cliff Hughes. But what is coming out from him time to now with Rosalie Hamilton is a tone deaf prime minister. That seemed to be the problem. A tone deaf prime minister to even his party and his supporters, and therefore the party is going down with the prime minister. And it is why I want to advise Jamaica Labour Party supporters this morning. Let me see if I the right video this.
No, sir.
Yes. Well, I hope your party is hearing you, know. Yeah,
Right.
they seem like
I wonder. Then listen your program, but I really wonder if them know where really I take this. And the fire must tell them.
a cool breeze. You know, I often draw on the experience. You will remember.
Mm-hmm.
You remember after it was either 1997 or 2000. It was 2001 general election when it was close. I think the PNP won with 34 and the JLP got 26 seats. It was either 97 or 2000, 2002 or 2001 election.
Yeah, I remember the close. There's a close election. I mean, I'm going to tell me remember the date good, but
right.
Remember, yeah.
And you remember who was the prime minister at the time? PJ.
PJ Patterson.
Right. And you remember what he did? He took out Maxine Henry Wilson and the late Paul Robertson out of the cabinet and tell them, go to PNP headquarters, go organize the party.
Yes, I remember.
Yes, to go win the election because the party had clearly, been losing it.
Yeah, and they were falling behind.
They were falling behind. Yes?
Yeah.
No. I don't see that happening here with this Labour Party. Everybody want in a government. And nobody and them not seem to understand. Say, you can't be in a government if Belmont Road run down and not now go on a Belmont Road and you not take care of the mother, the party. They don't seem to understand it that sooner rather than later there will be no government because the mother starve, want milk, food. Yeah? They don't seem to understand it, and the PNP gets it. The PNP knows that without a viable, clicking party, there is no chance of being in government. Yeah? They don't seem to understand it. Everybody look for themselves in a government and realize that you left the party, nobody no want to give ministerial position and the care and the whatever. For to take care of Belmont.
All is mine right now.
Exactly.
Come out, I'm a whatever. Go out, brother, come out, and then you can go back.
Yes. Yes. So, make them stay there. Yes, as you said, fire their must still and think a cool breeze.
Remember me tell you this today, the 26th day of September. Yeah? Prime Minister, better. You see that little thing now when in can call the election when you're ready? Better set it out a little bit past September.
In need the time. In the time.
Set it out past September next year.
Yes.
Fix where you have to fix. You hear me?
Yes.
The Bible says if you go to the byways and edges, you need to go out there. And them talking about Mark Golding campaign for 3 years. That is true. He's campaigning.
Yes.
And he's winning.
Yes. Yes.
People listening to him.
Yes.
Because you know what we love? Let me tell you, see when we watch the people in Parliament where they used to fling pen and beat up and cut each other and fling book and tear up paper. That is where Jamaican people like to see. That sort of action. So when the PMP get up and say, you can't file all the lawsuit, me a lawyer too. Sometimes it's not, you can't just, but the humble have something most make the humble have sometimes dead be hungry. And that happened to the JLP. Them are humble make. JLP going up power all the way, go fix things.
Yes.
PMP go in there and make sure say everybody love them.
Yes.
And I experience me talk from.
Oh. Yes.
You hear me?
So me the liberates and see them build up the NIR and build it up. And
them
other one come spend it for them.
Come spend it and make sure that Jamaican people love them.
Exactly.
You hear me? That is another way of running with it.
Yes.
So the NIR is nice now that you can go buy bus and buy truck and whatever. What do you think are going to happen? 5 years after or 3 years after, when you come out of power, when you stop, boom, run down back and borrow money. Because guess what? We have it and we take it for granted. Yeah? The man, people say them not live in a road, so you can make highway, them not live a highway, they want money in them man. No, sir.
Yes. Well, I hope your party is hearing you, you know. Yeah, because they seem like
the signals are all on the wall. Only Andrew Holness is ignoring them. And Andrew Holness' team around him, which is operating in fear of the tyrannical dictator that the Prime Minister has become. They are willing, Debbie Jervis, how are you? Lana, Suarez. They are willing to bring the entire party down to protect a dictator who does not care about the country, a dictator who does not care about the people, a dictator that continues to enrich himself, a dictator that didn't even look out for his party base. It is why it's all crumbling around him. But let us remind you of dear old crying Kim.
Noble councillors and caretakers of the Jamaica Labour Party. I am Kim Brown Lawrence, the sitting two-term councillor for the Brownstown Division in Northwest Centre, a seat that has never been won by the Jamaica Labour Party since 1982. It took 36 years for me to single-handedly and barefooted win this seat. I have never had a walk with a party official here. I have never had a meeting with one here for my election, I should say. No, let me not say that. I've never had a walk with an official here. Right? Kim do it. Broke and everything. And she did it. Right? It so happened that 5 years ago, Ruel Reid was sent here as the caretaker, a seat that I applied for. But as they said, I'm not qualified. No problem. They sent someone, I worked with him. It so happened, that was the second letter written by one written after that. Anyway, let's leave that. Not qualified, no problem. I'll work with where I am placed. I'll grow where I am placed, right? 5 years ago, the court started from 2019. Every Wednesday, the council have to find herself a station, signing in a police book over something she don't know about. Reached out to the party, officials in the party, numerous times, seeking help to get a lawyer. None of them reach out to the answer. Reach out to our next minister. 10 committee for me and he helped me. Yeah. He helped me with the lawyer 2 times. 5 years now. 2 times. This is a case that caused me to close business, sell my father dead left van. The retroactive that you receive, I have to use the pan lawyer. I have to take time talk, you know. Because when I'm angry, I will say things one officer. I use the dead left, the sell the van, the pay a lawyer. 2 van, the pay a lawyer. The business money, pay a lawyer till the lot done. Daughter sick, reach out, nothing. Get a little retroactive, liar. Reach out back to him, an official, nothing, no help, not even a reply. General, I come up back. I mean, no. I know that I am the head cornerstone in a Northwest Central constituency. Yes, I'm aware. Because you need this seat to carry it in. If you work under the whole of them, I pressure you. And plus, the signals come out again. I mean, no. Me party. When me now left, now go back me. Yeah, man. I go run up and down here.
The time to resign to save the party prime minister is now. You're only dragging the party further down with you. From here, it's only going to get worse. We saw the kerfuffle in Manchester on Sunday, where Ardley Shaw sidestepped you and hand his seat over to his own choosing. Because so, you and Horace Strong make sure on a sidestep the 2 dead man. On a sidestep the 2 old dead man, you know. But I don't know where them are quarrel over. I don't know where at them. Because them should have gone long time, you know. All like a Mike Henry where that he piss up himself long time. Should have gone long time. Mike Henry has been an MP in bed for about 8 years. Couldn't tell the last time I see Mike Henry in a parliament. 2020 general election, Mike Henry campaigned from his veranda. So I don't know Carl Samuda quarrel about. Carl Samuda, yeah, Mike Henry should have gone long time and leave the people of Jamaica in peace. What are you arguing about? What have you done? Mike Henry shot a man down dead in the middle of the street when he was a young MP and not even gunfire about that man's death. You people should have been in prison a long time. You're rather out here talking about the party sidestep you. How long have you all been sidestepping the Jamaican people? You all have been sidestepping the Jamaican people for quite some time. So, if the party sidestep you and say, man, you're useless, move on and go on and give Andrew space for thief. But Andrew cannot bring in anybody who not done. Because we see the calamity where Andrew Holness bring into Parliament in 2020. A whole pack of don't know what to do and unable to do anything they've been asked to do. That's all they are. That is all they are. And any seat you see, Andrew, I do commotion in her. Because remember, it was said, Tam Tavares want Carl Samuda seat for his son. And Carl Samuda don't want, I think a Christian Tavares, him name, forget the seat. Could that be a reason why Chang sidestep Samuda? Because what's you call him? Ardley sidestepped them the other day. Don't forget that Andrew Holness and Ardley always is on the opposing end. But me not say anything for Mike Henry argue over. Mike Henry, no Mike Henry, call Samuda. Go on in a piece, sir. Go on.
Me totally off guard because I wasn't aware that an announcement of that nature was pending. The changing of a candidate or a candidate stepping aside in favor of another is a process. In my case, it's a more significant activity because I have represented a constituency on both sides of the fence and been victorious on either side. For the last 44 years, Mike Henry and I are the longest, and I want you to make note of it. Mike Henry and I are the longest serving members of Parliament in the history of politics in the region. Understand me? Not in the parish, in the region. We surpassed all others who have contested elections in this country. In my own case, that's added significance that part of that period.
But building up to Rosalie Hamilton, you know.
The constituency. I represented the country, yes. The People's National Party in the same constituency. So that's why I say I would have much rather a discussion. And in any event, I, as a member of Parliament, or the people who have supported me over these many, many years, the courtesy of advising them in concrete terms, not by rumor. And I was well on the way, and as you would expect, I was preparing to engage that process.
You see, Prime Minister, we are marching along to Canaan with a holy bands of angel. You know the holy bands of angel, Prime Minister, is Rosalie. Because Rosalie a prod and poke them. I dare you. Rosalie said, and me on if you come opening on a mouth too. Open on the mouth, no? Open on the mouth, said Rosalie. But we are building up to the holy bands of angel this morning, Prime Minister. If the Prime Minister does not resign on Sunday, calamity shall ensue. Mark, we tell you now. Marching on to Canaan, Prime Minister. We're marching on to Canaan because instead the people are not feeling your successes and your giveaway. I wonder for this video. Yes. We're marching on, you know, Prime Minister.
Yeah, man, Mr. Moore, go suck yourself.
We're marching on to Canaan this morning.
Take you all the money and pushing on the pocket. You all pay tax, sir.
Because Myrna Wagwan.
Road protest.
Hey, my people, if you have to use the Plowden Road, be very careful. All the road from Rose Corner straight through to Plow needs debushing. And you have a lot of this to face going up. It's very, very dangerous for a motorist. Very, very dangerous for a motorist. You'll see what motorists have to go through on a daily basis. It has been like this for weeks now. We're calling on the relevant authority. We're calling on the Member of Parliament for South Manchester to use the allocation to fix this section of the Plowden Road and other sections of Plowden Road.
calling on him as well to fix the Downs Road, Downs to Alligator Pond Road. We're calling on him again to debush the entire South Manchester constituency roads under his watch. Do some work, no man. Do some work.
When this mega project started, they didn't have a dialogue with the community. We only hear, see that group that 2 days we're going to have road fixed and water in 3 weeks. It's now 11 months and 7 days. First, we heard that they were out of pipe. You're laying a floor in pipe.
Hold on to my people, it a freeze, but it not stop we from outlining Andrew calamity this morning. You could have freeze till they drop iceberg by you. We are reproducing Andrew's calamity this morning because we knew from local government election that it was going to come to the knife drawing. The gun pointing, the blood spilling over in the street. Yes, it has started.
They use this big machine and dig a road, the road in the middle of the road, 4.5 feet by 18 inches wide. It's a 4-inch pipe. That makes sense to you? Yeah. And after that now, we hear that pipe run out. Then after we hear that pipe now needs to be tested. Nothing has been done. All happening to Mall Road and put some mall in there. If you have a sick in the community, just the road alone would kill the person because the road is not being left in this condition. We have spoken to the MP time and time again. I asked her in the meeting, Miss Madam MP, when will the road fix? She's waiting on NWC and NAA. Is it the donkey, the tail one going in dog or the dog rolling? Yeah, I don't know what is happening, but my road is not being fixed. And we are suffering. My vehicle take 100,000 off the fix. I placed in the group that we're going to get some. Nobody will give back anything. We only sit back like some stupid people in the community, and we have a bunch of food.
So who organized the protest?
All of us. We have a group in the committee. We have a CDC group, so we meet and we say enough is enough. We have to do something, and we're going to take it a little further if needs be. I mean, this is a disgrace to the community. I live in this community for 59 years.
And the worst road I've ever
and we don't have a water problem here. NWC need to replace some pipes in the top of the hill, then the people will get water. Now this mega project, this machine, I don't know the name of it. 4.5 feet deep and mess up the road and all them put back in the mall. And tell them we must be satisfied with that. So that's what we're talking about.
Need to know too.
The Prime Minister came to my hall and talked about this mega project and you people didn't have water for 40 years, they're going to get water now. That's a lie. So,
11 months when it's
no,
it's actually at the same time when they start the project.
Yeah. He comes some time before the local government election. This is not political thing. This is about the people dissatisfied. We are disgruntled. We are not pleased with our representation. Thank you.
We're in the community of Mayal, guys. We're residents from the CDC. I've decided to do a peaceful demonstration with some placards. As you can see, it's majority elderly people who have vehicles, but the roads have been dug up for so long and all they have been receiving are empty promises. As leaders, we have to be more vigilant, more mindful of how we treat a nation of such remarkable people, because it reflects on our own ability to really carry through the leadership in a sincere manner. And it's not just about my yard, because I hear that protests are going on elsewhere and I'm not in power, but I've done things. For example, assist the people in Guava Walk with some marl to fix their own roads. And the persons in power are not assisting the people. Now what is the purpose of a government? And it sheds light on the whole fact that no more than ever our citizens need to be treated like human beings. And that is fundamental. We have to make a change, and a difference is imminent. It is coming. A difference is coming, and all this we must take into consideration because Jamaica belongs to Jamaicans. I'm going to leave it there for now, but I'll get back to you shortly. Have a wonderful day, guys. Have a wonderful day.
All right, you do already, but you wrote back now. Spend some more. No,
you will also notice, and this is a consequences of the government as well, there's pockets of resistance across the tourism industry. Happy birthday, bro. Me never even remember say today your birthday. Boy, no old, sir. Boy, no old. 52 a long time galang in that, you know. I mean, from Birdie and Dosha and Lulu and Lena them days. No, sir. Me couldn't so old. Anyway, enjoy your birthday, though. And then, you remember when the Prime Minister wanted to take the heat off him? The Prime Minister come out and said to him, I know me, you know. It's because he say, my MP them now perform a Benassa code. It's not really me that caused the problem. A useless MP like Mike Henry and Carl Samuda, Norman Dunn, and Vaz, Michelle what's it or rather, you know, that one of Colonel Charles' daughter, Juliet Cockburn Finn, Tova Hamilton, Marsha. Huh? Me still not catch you up. Me still 2 years behind you. Me still not turn so old. Me still not turn so old. And Andrew and him whole bag of sin thing them. So Norman don't come out and say, all right, Prime Minister, me go prove to you say, me a walk.
We are seeing Dr. Dunn in a mad scramble across the constituency, moving from district to district, from division to division, handing out water tanks, chicken, giving checks to fishermen. Youths are being called and promised farm work tickets. Roads are being measured. Roads are being promised. Housing scheme road in Anata Bay has been promised now to be fixed. Why now, Dr. Dunn, after 7 years? Why this mad scramble now to hand out and give out stuff to the people? Elections? The people are done with that type of by-elections, Dr. Dunn. The people are tired of the years of neglect only to be addressed now when elections are due. To the people of Southeast, I say, take the chicken. It is taxpayers' money that bought them. Take the tanks. It is your taxpayers' money that bought it. Take the contribution for your fishing and your fisher folk. It is your taxpayers, your GCT, your property tax, that bought them and is giving you back this contribution. It is not Dr. Don's money. It is not the JLP's money. It is the people's money that is being returned to you in this form. But the question I ask to Dr. Don is, in 2017, he promised massive development in the constituency. He promised rapid resolution of the water crisis in the constituency. The people have been suffering over the last few months with water woes. The people in Belfield, Clonmel, Cromwelland, Lewis Store, Aleppo, Grass Peace, the people in Enfield, right across the constituency in Castleton, have been suffering with no access to water over the past few weeks. And they have not been able to get a response from Dr. Dunn around this issue. Dr. Dunn, who promised rapid resolution of the water situation in Southeast St. Mary. Where are the big ideas in terms of developing the water capacity for a constituency that has so much natural water? It is this big idea and these big ideas, Dr. Dunn, that have been lacking in Southeast St. Mary. The people are done with the politics of electioneering, Dr. Dunn.
Who say we gone by the morning, can't come good at evening, whoa. Look here now, everything crash. Prime Minister walk with water in a sieve, Prime Minister. Going around the country, Karen will upload it in there later. Going around the country, Prime Minister, carrying sieve with a bucket of water. Hey, Jesus. No, sir. One heap of pasta. What can go so? What can go so? Right. So we're highlighting people who are speaking up. There is a police officer who is going through all sort of victimization at work under Dr. Horace Chang, Gugu Gaga, and Dr. Blake. Make we highlight him. It's a collapse of a brutal system.
Station says he's left with no choice but to tell his story about what he describes as victimization in the workplace. He believes he has been targeted because he spoke out about a fellow police constable who was working contrary to the law. He alleges that the constable was seizing motor vehicles without good reason.
His favorite offense is that the vehicles, the plates are obscured. And I'm saying if I can see it clearly, it cannot be that it's obscured. So you need to find another offense, but that one is not made out.
Constable Campbell says the policeman threatened to hurt him in the presence of an inspector.
His exact words were, "Me I go bust you up and go for CIB, go sit down. This man is carrying a firearm. I am not."
He's a constable, you say, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He advanced towards me and had to be held by another police officer so that I wouldn't have been harmed. This is what I reported.
He says for the past 6 years, he has been facing victimization in the JCF because of another incident, but says it has escalated since he spoke out about the policeman's inappropriate action against a motorist.
I did nothing wrong. It was seen as an opportunity to create some animosity. I did what the law requires of me when treating with a threat, and then I went to court. It ended in my favor, and I was the one who is transferred to sit in a practical pigsty to work since the earlier part of this year.
Now, Constable Campbell says he was posted to work at a gate outside the main building under unsanitary conditions.
I was pulled into a meeting and told I must work at this section, which is unhealthy. As you can see, there's no electricity, there's sewage water running in front of it, it leaks when it rains, there's no furniture in here, the gate doesn't work, and I'm told I must do this duty of handling the public to include checking for firearms and stuff like that. And I am supposed to be unarmed while I'm doing all of this.
Head of the Kingston Central Police Division, where Constable Campbell is stationed, could not be reached for comment. Kirkwright TV.
Well, Dr. Horace Chang and his team, when them they don't have a reason to push you out, them victimize you. But let's also remind you that Jason, because we have built up, we have built up to Rosalie Hamilton. One EPA passa. One EPA passa. Remember, JC came out and JC woof with his foot right in his mouth.
Many of you would have been seeing a demonstration that went on in Northwest St. Elizabeth. I don't want to go further into it, but I want you to understand, for every election that we have had the people coming out and demonstrating against me. And every election, I have won by a bigger majority. I told the area council a couple weeks ago that the demonstration was coming because I call it the pre-election demonstration, because we know it's coming. And I won't get into the sort of people who were there, but some of them, you help them once, you help them twice, and the time you don't help them, then turn around and cuss you. One of them has sent on farm work, and after 3 weeks, the man come back home, said the work too tough. He can't manage it. And then him now want the MP to support him. Another one you see in the picture, him admit that him got 50 chicken and 5 bags of feed from me. But I never give him the black drum. So you understand the people that I deal with in my constituency. So no matter what happened, they have become good. The rest of them who were there get $5,000 and a box lunch.
$5,000, he said, and a box lunch. Right, we're going to move off into Rosalie now. But, rather say, we will have a bit of loosen it up before we go on to Rosalie. Yes, Scaleless Jamaica. And that will not pay millions for. And them representation the Jamaica will not pay millions for. But as Rosalie is the special guest for the morning, we will now turn over to Rosalie Hamilton to call them out and say, come touch me if you're bad. Your earlier comment that I pinned, Larkland, the reason why the Prime Minister come with the word tangible is because he know the first part of his economic woes that he told us about is a complete failure. Thus, the word tangible to make sure, he's going to make sure that we feel it and see it in the pivoting. Can into the answer, you know. And he mentioned to the reggae girl that went into the hands. So, I understand, and I think this is a Prime Minister ramp. But, right, let's turn over to Rosalie Hamilton and our JLP badness.
That discussion in there yesterday because I just happened to come home last night and going through the group and see them, and I start put them in the group. Where the chairman for Era Council 1, Winston Ennis, have to be telling the people them in the groups, regardless of what, you know, have to vote JLP, because PMP can't do no better. I have no problem. Personally, me, Rosie, have no problem with the party or the government. I have problems with individuals who enter the Jamaica Labour Party and feel that them can get up and talk to people anyhow and do anything, and you as a little councillor girl, you must accept what they say and do. I refuse to accept and do what people want.
Facing victimization in the jail.
Sorry, that shouldn't have happened.
And nobody carry me in a Labour Party. My father grew me up in a Labour Party. And I can tell anybody, I will leave Labour Party when I want to leave it. Nobody can make me leave Labour Party. So them can go out there and them can spread all kind of rumor them want, because me hear every rumor where them a spread. Me no like the leader, me no this, me no that, me hear everything. Me not come out there come tell nobody say me love the leader for them for satisfy. Nobody can tell me nothing about Andrew Holness. Me fight for him. Miss Andrew Holness gained my respect and loyalty from Mr. Siaga. And me never tell Andrew when me I go out a street go fight for him. Him only hear when me fight him, cause me a loyalist to my party and what me believe in. Me could have take money in the leadership race. I was offered the money and I don't take it. And good money to give them half of the delegate in a Central Kingston. When Chin did a support the other side, I'm a war with Chin for Andrew get them. Nobody can come tell me nothing. And if I have a problem, I'm going to talk about it and nobody can muzzle me. Because of that, me see, them I try to do in the party. I try to muzzle people not to talk. Mr. Siaga never grow we so. Mr. Siaga allowed us to speak our mind and he listened. And Andrew is that person. You can tell the Prime Minister Andrew Holness anything that you think and he might not do what you say, but he will listen. But you have some people around Andrew where claim say them loyal, where I go on like say, them can talk up and them can do. Me well want them take me on. Me a talk for them take me on and them not take me on. Them a grumble. And a grumble, no for grumble. No for come out and talk. Because me can tell you no, not come through back door in a Labour Party and come put out the people them who risk them life and stayed with this party when uno go to college, go get on education and never for politics. The people them were in a politics, stayed in politics and learned the politics and loyal to the politics and loyal to the people who love politics most. Poor people, cause rich people not loyalty to politics. Anywhere the tide go, I did them go. And me, Rosalie Hamilton, born in a poor community, me never grow up broke and hungry. Me never grow broke and hungry. But me born and grow in a poor community. And anybody can tell you the history when me have as a counselor. Edward Siaga alone have that history of serving them constituency. Nobody else. So me not make foot on talking one talk deter me from talk about Buster Party where inform. Uno now mash up Buster Party and expect people to sit down. And because uno intellect, uno for come in, come do as uno like, and people for shut up their mouth. Uno can't make me shut up my mouth. And TC, the truth is, the party is gone. And I don't know what it will take to resurrect it. Because even in my own constituency, that, you know which part me upset with, Andrew? When I go to the party after 1 year and tell them what going in the constituency, and it a mash up. People like the one, Delroy Williams. Him, if Delroy had taken a stand as the era council deputy chairman and Winston Ennis, and the deputy leader, Desmond McKenzie, he might tell me, say him never know them things that did go on in the constituency. Nobody told him. I don't believe him. Because a whole heap of constituency go to them era council and talk to them about the member of parliament them, and no action was taken because it's something the whole of them organized to do. To disrespect the people them and handle them like dog. And now election a come. The leader of the party have to do house to house. The leader of the party have to go on platform. I beg the workers. No leader Labour Party never have to do that. When the MP them done damage up the seat them, Mr. Siaga fire them, run them way. So you can stay the talk. Can me not talk to, and me you for come talk to. You for talk to me and make me address you, come here wait pound no.
One heap of pasta, guys. Can go so, what can go so?
A judgment, is it? A judgment. Rosalie run out from around corner and say, open your mouth if you're bad. Feder will use local government money by front. Feder who use local government money and walk and breed all member Celia did come tell we, you know. Uno say calamity a broke off in a Rosalie admits something that Andre has been saying for years. The buy-in where Andrew bought his way to power. Can we say by and by the harvest and the labor? We need some revival this morning. Ended. Here we come rejoicing, the old house falling down. Hey, old house falling down. Hi, the old house falling down. Here we come rejoicing, the old house falling down. Prime Minister, this is the time for your advice, Prime Minister. In order to remain as a credible opposition in this country for quite some time, you must do the decent thing now. What decency are you talking about? This Prime Minister who is in the court wallowing with the Integrity Commission. You mean decency and this Prime Minister? Oh, how could you? All right, then, let's appeal to the Jamaica Labour Party. Is it that you're all afraid of Andrew Holness? Because Rosalie come out and a batter her chest and say, open your mouth. The question is, though, is it that you love the parties, the Prime Minister so much, as opposed to your party, that Knives have been drawn. Guns are being pointed. And you're willing to see the bloodbath within the Jamaica Labour Party rather than pushed out the most unpopular prime minister we've ever had. And I'm speaking to the Labour Party supporters as well as I'm speaking to Central Executive. This is the life of the Jamaica Labour Party. Do not think your base coming out like this, your councillors, Kimabal. Remember the other one, the Jai, when Ennis did jump fence. You remember how Jai come out, ball, wail, walla, and cuss? Have you ever seen a government fall apart in front of your eyes so openly, while that same government walk and tell you, oh, how good it is. We have never had it this good before. What Rosalie also said, Prime Minister, is that your ears may listen. The brain, though, Prime Minister, is not engaged because you will listen to the problem. But if the problem is not politically expedient to the Prime Minister turn a blind eye. A long time Labour people, are complaining. Long time. They have been complaining long time about a prime minister that has forgotten about the base. I have been hearing this for over 2 years. Labour Party supporters have been complaining about what you see Kim came out about, what you see Rosalie came out about. This is a deep-seated problem from 2022, where they're promising to make sure they go stall and Andrew Holness for the next general election. You see them come out, you see them crawl out one by one, it's only going to get worse. But if the Jamaica Labour Party care about being a meaningful opposition after the local government, after the general election, you must remove the Prime Minister now. The Prime Minister must be challenged at conference on Sunday. The Prime Minister's leadership must be challenged at conference on Sunday. Get the bloodbath started. We are here with our towels and our pans to sop it up. We all have we shovel, for shoveling up, throwing a wheelbarrow, and wheeling off into the oblivion. One who don't get for rob and steal away anymore. Somebody come out, I dare one of you to come out and answer Rosalie Hamilton. Me say, we can walk peaceful on TikTok, you know. The Jamaica Labour Party vloggers and supporters across social media has all fall into utter silence. They have all fall into utter silence. Let me turn on my advert because on a day long time and I get less advert on a native law hit the live. So all right, me go turn on the advert. I hit me make money, and since I don't know hit the like for the button go on more. Me go make Google push more advert on the way. On not turn too bad. Look how they are can news tone. Look how they are string the news. They mix up in the Labour Party phone of and general election coming down. We hear say Marlene Malahu fought go, you know. We hear say Babs there go. The problem is for the Labour Party though. Hmm? The problem is for the Labour Party. And where them are going to find meaningful replacement? Why we can't find a play Rosie one more time? Because this year judgment is sweet. Hmm? This year judgment here. This year judgment is sweet. So we can't left Anna make Rosie beat him chest in front of the Prime Minister one more time.
With a discussion in there yesterday because I just happened to come home last night and going through the group and see them and I start put them in the group. Where the chairman for Era Council 1,
thank you, time comes,
Winston Ennis, have to be telling the people them in the groups, regardless of what, you know, have to vote JLP, because PNP can't do no better. I have no problem. Personally, me, Rosie, have no problem with the party or the government. I have problems with individuals who enter the Jamaica Labour Party.
Me feel say she had two words for Nesta and Pernell Charles them as well.
And feel that them can get up and talk to people anyhow and do anything, and you as a little councillor girl, you must accept what they say and do. I refuse to accept and do what people want me to accept. And nobody carry me in a Labour Party. My father grew me up in a Labour Party. And I can...
Hold on there. If you're not there for the news carrying, take the live up to the likes up to 200 on YouTube, please. There's 316 over you on YouTube. Can you take the likes up to 200 for us, please? You can't just sit down on the free news. So if you're not there for news carrying, you have to support the news carrying, all right? You can't just there for the news so and not support the thing. I'm turning the finger, man.
And tell anybody I will leave Labour Party when I want to leave it. Nobody can. It's not in the group with a discussion in there yesterday because I just happened to come home last night and going through the group and see them and I start put them in the group. Where the chairman for Era Council 1, Winston Ennis, have to be telling the people them in the groups, regardless of what, you know, have to vote JLP, because PNP can't do no better. I have no problem. Personally, me, Rosie, have no problem with the party or the government. I have problems with individuals who enter the Jamaica Labour Party and feel that them can get up and talk to people anyhow and do anything, and you as a little councillor girl, you must accept what they say and do. I refuse to accept and do what people want me to accept. And nobody carry me in a Labour Party. My father grew me up in a Labour Party. And I can tell anybody I will leave Labour Party when I want to leave it. Nobody can make me leave Labour Party. So them can go out there and them can spread all kind of rumor them want, because me hear every rumor where them a spread. Me no like the leader, me no this, me no that, me hear everything. Me not come out there come tell nobody say me love the leader for them for satisfy. Nobody can tell me nothing about Andrew Holness. Me fight for him. Miss Andrew Holness gain my respect and loyalty from Mr. Siaga And me never tell Andrew when me I go out a street go fight for him. Him only hear when me fight. Him come me a loyalist to my party. And what me believe in. Me could have take money in the leadership race. I was offered the money and I don't take it. And good money to give them half of the delegate in a Central Kingston. When Chin did I support the other side, I'm a war with Chin for Andrew get them. Nobody can come tell me nothing. And if I have a problem, I'm going to talk about it and nobody can muzzle me. Because of that, me see, them I try to do in the party. I try to muzzle people not to talk. Mr. Siaga never grow we so. Mr. Siaga allowed us to speak our mind and he listened. And Andrew is that person. You can tell the Prime Minister Andrew Holness anything that you think. And he might not do what you say. But he will listen. But you have some people around Andrew where claim say them loyal, where I go on like say them can talk up and them can do. Me well want them take me on. Me a talk for them take me on and them not take me on. Them a grumble. I no grumble, no for grumble, no for come out and talk. Because me can tell you no, now come through back door in a Labour Party and come put out the people them who risk them life and stayed with this party when uno go to college, go get on education and never go there for politics. The people them were in a politics, stayed in politics and learned the politics and loyal to the politics and loyal to the people who love politics most. Poor people, cause rich people not no loyalty to politics. Anywhere the tide go, I did them go. And me, Rosalie Hamilton, born in a poor community, me never grow broke and hungry. Me never grow broke and hungry. But me born and grow in a poor community. And anybody can tell you the history when me have as a councillor. Edward Siaga alone have that history of serving them constituency. Nobody else. So me not make foot on talking one talk deter me from talk about Buster Party where inform. Uno now mash up Buster Party and expect people to sit down. And because uno intellect, uno for come do as uno like and people for shut up their mouth. Uno can't make me shut up my mouth. And TC, the truth is the party is gone. And I don't know what it will take to resurrect it. Because even in my own constituency, that, you know which part me upset with Andrew? When I go to the party after 1 year and tell them what go on in the constituency, and it a mash up. People like the one, Delroy Williams. Him, if Delroy had taken a stand as the era council deputy chairman and Winston Ennis and the deputy leader Desmond McKenzie, he might tell me say him never know them things that did go on in the constituency. Nobody told him. I don't believe him. Because a whole heap of constituency go to them era council and talk to them about the member of parliament them and no action was taken because it's something the whole of them organized to do. To disrespect the people them and handle them like dog. And now election are come. The leader of the party have to do house to house. The leader of the party have to go up on platform. I beg the word.
Hold on there, Rosie. The party and on you, you know. Shelly Curran, good morning. Knives drawn, gun pointed. Will anyone step out to stop the bloodbath in the Labour Party? Is a question. But this part, Rosalie, is not quite new. If we remember in the local government election, the Prime Minister became a rolling calf walking 2 o'clock in the morning, Rosalie Hamilton, ringing bell. The signal has been on the wall since local government election, Rosalie, because a long time veteran, how you do, a long time them a plan for him.
workers. No leader, Labour Party never have to do that. When the MP them done damage up the seat them, Mr. Siaga fire them, run them way. So you can stay the talk. Can me not talk to, and me you for come talk to. You for talk to me and make me address you, come here wait for you.
One if a pasta, guys. Can go so, what can go so?
What can go so, Prime Minister? What can really go so? Me say we can't live in peace on social media because the labor rights cannot respond to them own self. Lady, stop with the foolishness. You've been calling for more female representation in politics. At this time, I don't think that call is unnecessary, unless you call for transgender in a politics, Babsy Grange. But we have enough female in there, Babsy, that ain't doing anything at all. Nothing, diddly squat. We really don't need more female representation in politics. What we need is sensible people in politics. What can go so? What can go so? But the pigs are pig pen, the board broke out in the pig pen, and you have council like Rosalie, council like Kim, come Everett Warmington, you're not doing a good job. How you monitor the pig pen? A two pig come out now a ball and scream and kick Everett Warmington. You're not doing a good job at the pig pen. It is quite obvious. Otherwise, the council them wouldn't come out and a go on so. Andrew, conference on Sunday, you know. Lord Jesus, Integrity Commission, we don't have nothing in a basket for shake out today. Just shake something out of a basket. Make we hear say one report on a parliament for table. One, as Derek would have said, one ipa passa. This is where stubbornness and dictatorship takes the Andrew Holness regime. I told you the other morning, the same road to democracy is the very same road to tyranny. The Prime Minister has carried us on both, from democracy to tyranny. The tyranny that is biting deep within inside the core of the Jamaica Labour Party. Thus, you have disgruntled councillors that the Prime Minister is depending on to bring home their division in order to bring home a seat. Hey, one ipa pasta. No, sir. A suffer down bridge, look.
What can go so? Passa, guys.
One ipa passa. Andrew Holness, Jamaica Labour Party. It ain't gonna get any better from here. If you don't remove Andrew now, you will be wiped out of government. Cakes and Turkos people, but I don't wish bad upon yourself, sir. Oh, uno so determined. Quakes and Turkos people are Turks and Quakers, whoever direction you're going in. How uno so determined? How uno have so much body to be placed on the altar? But I never hear how much we place on it. Uno never hear about the man from the prison service where Fitzbailey dropped over the precipice and come tell we said there was no foul play, it was just an accident, and then because them upset say the accident never finish him off, him say, Arthur, I find another way to do it, says Fitzbailey. I know we say so, you know. And Fitzbailey did come in a crowd, come tell we so. And Ono feel like Ono want get dropped over precipice. Boy, Ono have faith. The people of Turks and Quakers. Ono have faith because unless Ono not hear what we go through, unless we don't know here how we beg to get rid of him and only retirement help with. And when retirement help with, we don't pick up the same old bird with whole lot of problems, so. No, talk truth. As Fitzbailey reach over there, uno commissioner police dead, and uno don't see nothing wrong with that. Hello? Uno don't see nothing wrong with that. And all of a sudden, Fitzbailey elevated. It's your all on the altar of sacrifice, Slade Fitzbailey, is it not? Somebody has to go on the altar for Fitzbailey's elevation. You never made it to commissioner in Jamaica, you crooked pastor. No. It's your all on the altar of Fitzbailey's sacrifice. Uno wicked. But the Jamaica the People's National Party has written a letter to Dr. Kevin Blake requesting fair policing or unbiased policing, as it seems that pocket of Jamaica Labour Party resistance, I can't read fine writing, but there are threats, intimidation, gunfiring in the constituencies and division where these by-elections are being held. Threats, intimidation, gun firing and all that sort of thing. And the police are not seem to be doing their job adequately. So, boy, Andrew Holness walk on by everybody. But I guarantee you something, Prime Minister. You could have buy till you can't buy it no more. The old house is falling down. The old house cannot mount a successful general election challenge. Now, which season is better for you? Do you take the plunge now, or do you wait until September of next year? My advice to you, take the plunge now. The earlier Prime Minister, the better. It is only going to get worse. Therefore, the longer you take to call the election is the more seats that the People's National Party will win at the next general election. If you want to still be a viable opposition after the next general election, you must do one of two things now, Prime Minister. After your pontificated speech on Sunday, you must, one, thank your party and the people for allowing you to serve Jamaica and step aside. Or, better yet, Prime Minister, we would like to see you go around this country and battle for your third term. This is where we leave it this morning on the Global Television Group. Thank you for being here with us this morning. And you can go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. The old house popped down. Can 15 more of you hit the like button, please? There's still not 200 likes on the thingy rather. Can a few of you hit the like button on the Producer Wayne channel? Thanks to those on the GTV group 385, to those on Global TV 385 Studio, thank you. And to those on the Producer Wayne Global, thank you. To my TikTok supporters on Global TV, Kathy, Ross, Family Morals, Forever Young, everybody, thank you very much for being here this morning. I'm not sure yet. I might come back for Drive Time London to do an exclusive on the tourism industry, comparing Jamaica with what's you call it, Antigua, because the Antigua Prime Minister is really going hard at it, defending his people from that brutal slave labor. Ivan Bradford, I figure watch from the start again, Darty Brown. Morning all and welcome. Thank you all for being here. Keep an eye on the channel, please. And let me also ask for your support. You see, when I put out these little shorts, can you also watch them as well, please? And keep an eye on the shorts, because any announcement, any swift announcement is to be put out before a live broadcast, then that's where we will put it out as a short video. But thank you all very much for your support. And if times allow me, I'll do the Drive Time London special with the tourism industry. Oh, it's election day, is it not? So I'm going to have to be keeping an eye on what is going on out there all over the place. But certainly, Andrew might take the 2 central government seats, but we certainly are sure that it's more than highly likely that the 2 local government seats will go to the People's National Party. But that we will look into tonight when the polls are closed, and we will see what the directions are. Tonight, you mean the counting tonight? Yes, I will. You have to help me work out the time of when the counting I go start at Jamaica time, so me can rejig round myself to start closer to the counting, so me don't have to do 2 live tonight, tomorrow, tonight. So, wanna help me work out the time of how beta teacher have to help me work out the timing, and somebody have to set myself a broadcast within whatsoever I pop out today. Yeah, I more likely think the 2 local government seat is going to go to PNP. They might hold the 2 central government seat for now. Certainly, Dalrymple is up for a damn good challenge when it comes to general election. But the 2 council seats, I can see them losing it. But let's see how it all turns out today. We say the Hubakaba catch up with them. Well, Babsy did wrong for go dance round the grotto. Babsy go dance round grotto and light candle. And from Babsy go dance round the grotto, it just turned into this.
And where the blood clot this? And where the blood clot this?
Yes, Prime Minister, that's what it has turned into. But thank you all for being here this morning. Keep an eye on your notification and join us later on for whatever broadcast is set, because we are going to cover whatever is going on. Beat and Teach and Debbie Jervis will keep me up to date with the timing. Because I know say I cannot. For 25 years, I've had this struggle. I mean, I make it mad me. I find it difficult to work out the Jamaica timing as opposed to the England timing. So me just live my life comfortable, not bothering about it. Anyway, thanks and good morning, good afternoon from the Global Television Group. And tell the Prime Minister, do the honorable thing, or tell Darrell Vaz, challenge him on the floor on Sunday. Goodbye.
I truly believe our political system needs some fixing. Too much you hear about corrupt politicians and nothing happen. Too much you hear about politicians who take away poor people money and none of them reach in jail. And to the young people at home or wherever you are, and to all Jamaicans, I have one question for you. Take a look at your communities. Take a look at the sliding dollar. Take a look at the failing healthcare and ask yourselves, where is the progress? Where is the progress that this arrogant and disrespectful government keeps talking about? With this existing callous government, matters have gone from bad to worse.